Hi guys, welcome to my channel U24 Healings. Brishali with you, your spiritual healer, psychic medium, occultist and a writer. So my video is about the lunar eclipse which is happening 5th July 2020, and I wanted to explain about the energies, what we can expect, what's going to happen, and how we can prepare ourselves for the next upcoming days, including the predictions for each sign. Okay, so first let's understand how the eclipse energies are coming up for us. Firstly, it starts at around 8:37 a.m. India time, and it'll get over by 11:22 a.m. India time. Moon will be in Sagittarius constellation in nakshatra of Purva Ashada, which is ruled by Venus. It starts at the second pada and it'll end in the third pada by 11:22 a.m. So more or less, this eclipse is going to be sort of mild as compared to what we have been facing since the last December 2019. These are like very softer energies to enhance something in your life. Okay, and this is going to amplify the energy. It's going to bring out new positive changes, because eclipse energies are always different energies from the stagnant energies what we've got. Okay, the last eclipse that had happened in Scorpio, in Jyesha Nakshatra, now this is happening in Purvashada. Okay, and that nakshatra was ruled by Mercury and this one is by Venus. So I feel intuitively that this is something definitely do with most of us going through ups and downs in their love and relationship. This will be like a positive message coming to us, like a positive closure on situations, of green flag to move ahead in life. Okay, and I have this couple of tarot card messages as usual. I have laid out the spread and I'm going to be explaining those before we move on in detail. Guys, these updates are very important to understand the overall energy before we talk in details about each individual Rashi and how it's going to affect like the sign. Okay, so the first thing that I have got is door to healing and personal happiness, right? So like I mentioned before, this eclipse is something which is going to bring out new opportunities towards happiness, goal achievements, joy, celebration, and something positive. Okay, so this is opening the door, and see the card number is 34, which is 7, and numerologically it's all about healing, it's about spiritual growth, it's about your soul growth. So and we also see, if you can see this rainbow here. Okay, so each one of us who are looking forward to positivity in their relationships, in their love and their romantic life. So this is a go that the door is opening for personal happiness, and something is about to occur in your life. Okay, then we have the next message is healer of the sage. Now healer of the age is like each one of us at this current situation, the current pandemic situation that we are going through, each one of us is looking at healing ourselves, healing the people around us, healing the environment around us by doing different sort of activities. Okay, if you're still not doing that, then I urge you should do that, and that will keep up putting you into higher state of vibration, because you need to activate that enlightened person inside you. Okay, because each one of us have intuition. It's just that we have to tune into our inner side, so we need to do that. Okay, and some of you are going to experience third chakra activation. Okay, that's because we need to feel positive, because if we feel positive, we are going to be stronger in ourselves to fight off the situation. Okay, so this eclipse energy is going to give, because see, it's happening in Sagittarius is a fire sign, so we need to concentrate on that element. We need to kickstart all those things that we have put behind or put aside. Now all that you need to get into action. Attachments, don't think too much about attachments. What will happen? Will I lose something? Is this going to work out? Whether finance, career, money, job, relationship, anything. Don't be so attached. Let the energy flow, and take it to the level where it is supposed to be. If you stay too much attached, you're gonna feel this broken heart energy, and I urge you, please don't stay in that stuck energy. Okay, then we have here the fourth chakra. Okay, so this is all about, you know, things that you want to do from your heart, okay, where your soul resonates. If there are some things which are not resonating to your soul, and if you're feeling like, you know, really very very bothersome about something, if it's a job that is like, you know, really draining your energy, or if it's a relationship that is really draining your energy, then think about it whether does it hold any purpose in your life, because time has come. Then you need to take action on that. Okay, that thinking, overthinking should be avoided. If you want to really think, then put your thinking into the right place where you can take control action to the places, people, situations. If you're not able to take any action, then leave it as it is, because this is not the time to overthink and destroy your own peace of mind. Please avoid that. Okay, and I also have two more messages here. People you know, are really worried about, I got this card, storm warming. People are really worried. And then I have the next card is of the first chakra, which is the root chakra, the foundation. So people are really worried about their foundation. People are really scared what's going to happen, what will happen. It's about their financial stability, their foundation, their health, their wealth, their money, everything. It's like too much clogging. But I have this card in reverse. Okay, so spirit is saying that, you know, you shouldn't worry too much about it and be in the flow of energy, because as you are focusing on certain thing, the energy will flow there, right? And that is the reason I would say keep your energies balanced as much as possible. So I hope that has resonated somewhere, and don't fear this eclipse. Follow the normal norms. Okay, and stay in happy state of mind, and try and avoid over communication, especially with the people who refuse to change. Okay, now let's look at the messages, okay, for each sign, what's coming up. Okay, now Aries, I'll begin with Aries. So for Aries, this is happening in your ninth house. The eclipse energies is happening in your ninth house. This is more to do with your spiritual sense, spiritual knowledge, your luck factor, and also connection with your father. So I think some of you are sort of visiting your father or your hometown. If somebody who is watching, who is away from their place of birth, or you know, somewhere, if you're far, if you're abroad or somewhere, I see that you are thinking of traveling and meeting your father and being with your family, spending the family time, because this energy is going to bring up something new in your family life. Okay, and more or less this is positive, so nothing to fear. And you know, you can just be peaceful about it, Aries. Let's look at Taurus. Taurus, this is happening in your 8th house. 8th house, usually a little tough placement. And let's see what are the messages for you, Taurus. I'm going to take 3 cards for each one. It's a quick reading, by the way. So there's a lot of sadness about something or somebody which is not happening or not aligning as per what you really want. You're tired of this. Okay, so Taurus, I would like to say that, you know, the times have been like really crazy. We've been seeing what is happening. Okay, having these kind of situations in your 8th house, it can be really tough. But don't lose hope, stay in your faith, because if you're going to stay in too much sadness, it's not going to help you otherwise, right? So try to be positive, and this too shall pass. Okay, so keep meditating, you know, do your chants, do your mantras, do whatever that makes you happy, that keeps you connected with the nature. If that lockdown is putting a lot of pressure on you, so at least try to, you know, roam around near your place which is little bit safe, so you will not feel too much isolated, you will not feel too much, you know, suffocated. So try and take care of that situation. So next sign is Gemini. Let's see what is the message for you, Gemini. Okay, so I have a couple of messages. I think you guys are working pretty much, okay, working towards a certain goal, also working for somebody who may not be too appreciative. So see if you are balanced in your give and take. It shouldn't be like you're giving away too much and you're not receiving so much. Okay, also some sort of karmic energy, so someone is trying to take a lot from you. Okay, this could be a certain family member, especially a female. Okay, it could be colleague as well, it could be somebody at work or your senior boss. Somebody is there definitely who is trying to take advantage of you, and this enlightenment and this whole information will come as a download to you. So watch out, Gemini, and see where it takes you ahead. Okay, so that's the message for Gemini. Now let's look at the next sign, Cancer. Okay, Cancer, this is happening in your sixth house, so something at work may get triggered. Okay, if you were expecting a promotion at last minute, something can make it get stuck, and your boss can get a little annoying and asking and demanding too much from you. So if at all a promotion is coming to you, then make sure that they are actually giving you everything what you deserve, and it shouldn't be like, just a made up story. So there could be hidden things coming up for checks in at your work. So more or less the energy is about to work, so make sure you have the full information before you commit any sort of work. Okay, now we'll move to the next sign, which is Leo. Leo, this is happening in your fifth house. Fifth house, Leo, this position is more to do about your love life and also regarding certain education. But in this particular reading, what I'm getting is that some of you are definitely considering reconsidering your social circle, your social life, your marriage as well, your family's finances, somebody who has been very very toxic in your connection. So check out all these cards. What I'm getting here is like you are giving a final thought to all the karmic energy, the energy which is not required in your life. I see that you're taking action on that. It could be a marriage involved, it could be a lot of family members involved, so you're taking some major decision here. Okay, because already two eclipses have happened. Okay, and that sort of has kickstarted certain energies for your decision making and also breakdown of your ego. So watch out, Leo. Now let's see Virgo. Now Virgo, this is happening in your fourth house. Fourth house is more to do with your domestic life, mother, family life. Okay, so something is coming up towards your attention. I think I got this devil cards, and I got the reverse of six of wands, and I have also got the six of cups. So some information regarding your love life. Okay, also it could be regarding some proposal that your family was looking for you. Okay, and it was not working out earlier due to some negative energies at play, but it's working out. So this is a positive message, and it's a positive energy. And I also feel that something, if you were looking at a deal for your home or renovation or investment, property investment, so I think earlier it was not happening, but the time is coming now. Okay, so this eclipse energies will clear off this negative energy. Okay, and you will be able to make that decision, you as in your family members and all of you together, you will be able to make this decision very clearly. So that's a very positive message for you, Virgo. Let's look at Libra, the next sign, what we've got for you in your third house. So a lot of kickstart of actions for you, Libra, because this energy is going to activate your third house. I think some of you are finally putting off all the decisions regarding something that you were awaiting or you wanted to do or you wanted to achieve. Okay, you're putting back all that and you're closing all that. And I got this card in reverse. Okay, it's the World card. So something to do with your journeys or where you want to go ahead, what you want to achieve. So I think you're taking a major decision about closing those chapters of life and moving ahead in a new direction, because you're getting the clarity. Okay, I have this Ace of Wands because I needed some more cards for you, and that is the reason I have pulled more cards. And I feel, okay, you're done with something, you are clear, you don't want to be there. Okay, it could be a job because you have tried a lot and this is the energy, nothing was achieved. So especially the place where you are currently, you are closing those old chapters. Something indicates a fresh start for you. Okay, and that should be good, and good luck for that. Okay, now let's move to my next sign, which is Scorpio. Scorpio, this is happening in your second house, more to do with wealth, money, family, finance, and career. Okay, so some of the decisions, like your family is not so much in your favor. Yeah, I have got this moon card as well. So there this might trigger a little bit of fights and unwanted communications. And so you got to be clear. Don't be in the illusion. When you take any decision, be very clear, take help of your seniors. And of course, the fortune is ahead, the good times are coming for you. Okay, and this is all happening all of a sudden. Some of you could be taking certain decisions of marriages as well, and maybe certain decisions of shifting your jobs or switching your careers. And something is expected to happen in your family, so watch out. Okay, now let's move to the next sign, which is Sagittarius, in the first house itself. So let's see what is the message coming for you. Okay, so some of you feel blocked and stuck about some journey or some decision which you want to take, you're not able to take, and you're feeling very saddened about it, very heavy, and you feel like as if it's not going to happen. Okay, and that is your past energy. So let's see what is the fresh energy, because that has showed up, your past energy. Okay, now this is something great. You are expecting something, a proposal, a marriage proposal, a work proposal, something to work out. Okay, it was always in the state of conflict. Okay, a yes or no, a yes or no, it was like driving you crazy. And I see this pentacles card popping up. So finally, this is something which you have been manifesting for a very long time, and it's coming your way. So it's a good message for you, Sagittarius. Let's look at Capricorn, the next sign. This is happening in your 12th house, and it's about travel, your spiritual journey, your growth, also certain losses. Some losses are indicated. Do not lend money to anybody, Capricorn. If you lend this money, it will take a lot of time to recover. Can you see this? It take a lot of time to struggle, and you might struggle. So if you are doing some investment, this is not the right time for you. You will end up struggling. Okay, so if any travel plans, then do not take any travel plans, or do not go for travel right now. Not a good time. Okay, now let's look at Aquarius. Aquarius, this position will happen, the eclipse position is occurring in your 11th house. Okay, right, so look at this. We have the Empress, we have the King of Swords, and we have the reverse of Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so some benefits that you were expecting, okay, could be a friend needs help, or this is some sort of legal benefits. Also, if you are fighting a court case, I see that these things are happening, they are coming. Okay, so this is going to bring some positive change. Could be Aquarius, your mother will get certain benefits from some connection, or her own work, her business, or growth, or career. She could just get lucky with something. So some benefits are pouring in. Okay, so definitely it's a good sign. Again, if some of you get into a relationship with a younger woman, make sure you know that person very well before you commit, because there could be a chance that the person is just materialistic and wants only the good things from you. Okay, now let's look at my last sign, which is Pisces, and this position is happening in your 10th house. So let's see what are the messages for you in the 10th house of career, finance, and money. Okay, we have quite a lot of messages. Okay, some of you are extremely anxious. Okay, but somehow you're able to cut off this anxiety, but then seriously this is getting too much. Okay, cut it out, because stronger period is coming for you. Okay, your inner strength is what is going to help you to move out of this tough situation. And yeah, the current position of sun being in Gemini could be giving you a little tough time, but nevertheless by mid of this month things would be okay. and you're going to get some more downloads or some more information about your work and career. So some of you who are going to make the major changes about their work and career, or you want to make switches in your jobs, uh, I think this energy is going to help you to make a very, very crystal clear decision for your next life. Okay, so alright, guys, these are the messages for each sign, the eclipse energies as explained astrologically and also through tarot, to the psychic work that I do. If you're new to this channel, please do subscribe. I talk about planetary transit, I talk about eclipse energies, I talk about spiritual topics, and I also update about the divine masculine and divine feminine energy. And I was thinking of putting more videos of the DM and DF energy. So but I have been just feeling blocked myself, but I'm hoping that I put out those videos soon for y'all, because this is not just for entertainment but for knowledge sharing. And if you want a personal consultation, you can definitely reach out to me on all below contacts. Be a family, stay on this channel, subscribe, hit the bell notification, so whenever I update a video you can see the information. Okay, and your presence over here matters a lot. It motivates me as well and my team. Okay, because we do a lot of effort to come online. I have a lot of work myself, family, home, business, work, all of this. So your support is really, really appreciated. If you want to comment, you want to ask anything, please do put a message down here and I will respond it. Okay, so I hope this video has resonated. Please do share it with your friends and family, and don't fear the eclipse. Stay happy, stay cheerful. Thank you so much. Namaste. Bye bye.